Hello, Ryan here, aka Mac, and welcome. We have a chonky ship and vehicle update to run through. As always, a huge thank you to all of my patrons and channel members. Cannot do this without you guys, so thank you so much for the support. It is truly appreciated. So the most recent monthly report brought with it another great update on many ships and vehicles that are in the works right now. And it started off saying that the team are focused on closing out the tasks for Invictus launch week, including 3 new vehicles planned for release at the event, with the Starlancer TAC also completed for its upcoming flyable release. So this will be the Anvil Asgard, the Greycat MTC, and the Guardian MX, all of which were teased during the latest Inside Star Citizen episode. Now, we only got to see snippets of the exteriors of these vehicles, with the Asgard set to be some form of carrier ship, designed to get the UEE Navy's big guns to the front lines, it says. I have heard people saying it could be for slinging a Nova Tonk underneath, which I don't personally think so, and looking at its underbelly, we can see it does have those doors that open up to maybe deploy troops, but it is clearly based on the Valkyrie chassis, which is not a big ship, so I do wonder what it means by big guns. It could also just be a bigger troop dropship than the Valkyrie, which can carry, technically it has 20 jump seats on the Valkyrie. This Asgard could be one for carrying many, many more, but then it wouldn't really correlate with the big guns. We will have to wait and see what happens here, and obviously get more information from CIG officially, but I am very intrigued. Anyway, the Guardian MX looks like it has 4 weapons, 1 on each arm. Not too sure about this ship beyond that, whether it has a lot of missiles or whatnot, I am yet to see. The Greycat MTC, or Mobile Tactical Center, this was also shown off on the show floor, which looks like a kind of rugged off-road capable vehicle. Looks to have a small turret on top with 2 size 2s, Klaus and Werners on, similar to that of the Ursa rover, I guess. But what is inside is of more interest, which we are yet to see. There is no radar dish, there is no antenna that could indicate that it is some form of radar or scanning vehicle, which would be my guess, like a frontline observation vehicle, but I have no idea. This one I am most interested in just because I feel like it could push more towards some interesting gameplay that we are yet to see. Either way, we will be hearing very soon about these vehicles at Invictus launch week, which is less than a week away now. Now, moving on to other vehicles in the works, it says that progress was made on 4 unannounced vehicles, with the first one progressing through white box toward full production, so still pretty early on in the pipeline. The second one is approaching its grey box review and LOD 0, or level of detail complete phase, which means once done, it'll enter into final art, and it's not too far off from there. Now, the third one mentioned here says it was briefly shown on an episode of Inside Star Citizen and is progressing through concept. Now, this one, I have no idea what it is. If anyone saw it in the episode, do let me know in the comments, as this is obviously not one for the upcoming Invictus or Fleet Week vehicles, as it is just progressing through concept. So, pretty much right at the beginning of the pipeline. It could be referring to one of the vehicles we saw a while ago, like the new Salvager from RSI perhaps, or a brand new concept that could mean a new concept sale for Invictus, potentially. We'll see. And then finally, the 4th vehicle is said to be the first in a while from an existing manufacturer, and has been formally kicked off. Now, this, I presume, is the new light fighter from Kruger, the company responsible for the Merlin and the P-72, as it has been a long while since we have seen a vehicle from them. So it looks like they may have finally settled on one of the designs, and I hope it is this one. Now, for Consolidated Outland, the Pioneer, which is the huge base-building king, has continued through the pre-production and white box phase. The modular kits were solidified, alongside some structural changes to improve the flow and movements throughout the ship, and the team is continuing to define the core visual elements to inject the Consolidated Outland art style. Now, this is great news. The Pioneer is making some good progress here, and although there is still a lot more to do, due to it being a big ship and being relatively early on in the pipeline, the speed at which the ship teams work means it won't be too long until it comes along. Very excited to see the Pioneer not just come to the game, but eventually what it offers by way of base building as a group. man, I can't wait to make our org headquarters. Now, 2 new variants have begun closing out with polishing and bug fixing, plus an all-new ship progressed as well, with recent decisions being made on the cargo capacity and tractor beam placement. So firstly, not sure what these new variants are referring to, but interesting that they are pretty much going to be ready to go soon. But a new cargo hauler as well, it seems, is in the works, and this is an all-new ship at that, so interested to see what this is. Now, the RSI Apollo continued through the grey box phase with new concepts for the medbay area and bridge. Very happy to see the Apollo making some headway, and grey box too, which is pretty good. It's quite far along. I wonder what this new medbay and bridge concept will look like. Hopefully they will show us soon in a video. I know many people are excited for the Apollo, including myself. And then finally, work continued on the RSI Perseus to define the interior look and feel and ensure it functions as intended. So still quite a bit of time left for the Perseus before it gets into our hands, just ensuring that it all lines up and flows properly on its interior when it's in game before they properly start fleshing it out. Now this could mean that it's in the concept phase a little bit, or more likely that it's in early white box where they're putting together the layout so that they can feel how it flows. But there you go. A lot of great vehicles in the works, many of them long awaited and highly anticipated by many, including myself. This year's Fleet Week is set to be a very exciting event, with it bringing potentially 4 new straight-to-drivable, flyable vehicles, potentially the Idris K or P. I really hope that is the case, but we will see. Plus there could be a concept sale, I don't know. There are also many new upcoming vehicles in the works that we know about, plus many that I'm sure we don't. But with that said, do let me know which vehicles you are most excited for, and also if you are interested in converting your phone or tablet into your ship's dashboard, GameGlass is offering 15% off any lifetime pass or 10% off a monthly or annual pass, plus there is a free option which gives you up to 3 shards, like this Aegis one if you just want to use it for that. But also any purchase made using my link does directly support my videos, providing my channel with a direct kickback. So a huge thank you in advance if you choose to do so. But that is it for today. If you do enjoy my videos, please do consider subscribing and helping the channel to grow. Also, be sure to check out my second channel for camping, all things camping and solo wild camping in hot tents and whatnot. Come and follow me over at twitch.tv/SuperMacBrother. You're all more than welcome over there, or here on YouTube. I stream to both. We will be live later today, doing some more group off-gridding, culminating in a nice, huge trade post where everyone can come and sell or buy or just browse the wares of many different players. Hit the thumbs up if you don't mind, it does the channel a big favour, and tick that notification bell if you'd like to be notified when my videos go live. Again, a huge thank you to my patrons and channel members for all of your support. It is truly, truly appreciated. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.